For Napheesa Collier, a new CBA wasn't just a means to pocket more salary. It was far more personal than that. Remember October last year, when she went on a public rant against Kathy Engelbert over the league's depreciating situation. It was a leadership call that the players needed the most. And when optimism finally surfaced on the floor in this regard, with a verbal agreement over the WNBA's new CBA, the fans perfectly understood what it meant for Collier. Wednesday, March 18th. Felt like a real turning point with the WNBA and the Players' Union reaching an agreement in principle on a new 7-year CBA. The details are still in the making, but early indications suggest higher pay for players and a structure that ties earnings more closely to the league's growth. Napheesa Collier reacted with elation on X after this deal finally took hold, months after months of a standoff and negotiations. She shared a GIF that, despite bearing a sarcastic tone, clearly sums up the tiring process the Players' Union has gone through to finally get a substantial deal on the table. "We did it, Joe," the WNBA vice president stated. With the salary cap rising, the Supermax salary is also expected to be around $1 million for the upcoming season, increasing considerably from last season. The agreement also suggests that several procedures associated with the league, including free agency talks, will fall into place in the coming weeks, and the teams can send in the qualifying offers. It's even more important for Collier, given she's an unrestricted free agent. Thus, with all these positives at once of the league, the fans, along with Napheesa Collier, are also over the moon with these new developments. And in turn, they didn't hesitate to showcase their love for the WNBA vice president. "You made history." Fans react as Napheesa Collier helps deliver what WNBA players fought for. "Thank you so much, Fee," commented a fan. "Not only did you do it, but you made history. Congratulations, Clapping Hands Medium Dark-Skin Tone," wrote another. As WNBA vice president, Napheesa Collier played a major role in the CBA negotiations, especially in the last 10 days. When the negotiations were running against the clock, the Players' Union, including the likes of Collier and Nneka Ogwumike, ran a marathon discussion to find common ground on this. The only motivating factor for the likes of Collier from this deal was to get the fair share of what they deserve from the league. "We get such a small percentage of revenue share right now that it affects our salary," Collier said earlier in March. "We're asking for a bigger cut of that, like more equitable to what the men's revenue share is." And to eventually pull it off in a way that didn't delay the upcoming WNBA season was, of course, commendable, and the sentiment of these comments reflects that perfectly. "Well done, Queen," stated a fan. Plus, the 75-year-old pioneer waited 60 years to see this day. "All the pieces came together in my lifetime. It's a wonderful gift you have given to all the pioneers. Keep on shining your light, Fee," chimed in another. "The provisions of the new CBA make it even more special. A revenue sharing clause hasn't been part of the WNBA salary structure. Additionally, it comes with a nearly 5-fold increase in the salary cap for teams." All in all, these trends point to the league's positive development, and enhanced sustainability validates that it has come a long way from its inception. WNBA President Nneka Ogwumike echoed this same voice in her statement. "For the first time, player salaries are tied to a truly meaningful share of league revenue, driving exponential growth in the salary cap, increasing average compensation beyond $500,000, and raising the standard across facilities, staffing, and support," she said. "I'm so happy for the WNBA players. Finally, female basketball players are getting better wages. Let's go, ladies of the WNBA," summed up another. "After all these years, it was largely the right time when the WNBA players finally got their deserved flowers." To get a better context, you'll have to understand the situation when the demand was proposed. It was less than a year ago that the league signed a historic 11-year media rights deal worth $2.2 million. Around this deal, there have been positive developments in the league's growing revenue, with higher viewership and ticket sales. Thus, in such a developing situation, it was only fair that the players, who are the crux of it, get their share. Thus, with a new CBA to be rightly in place in the next few weeks, we'll definitely see the likes of Napheesa Collier bossing the backcourt once again, and also possibly for a new team. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.